So my name's Judith Wright and I'm from Right Angle Marketing. We're based in Bowers Mill at Barkisland in Halifax. We are what we say on the tin. We're a marketing company. We do marketing, PR, event management, strategic planning. We do everything right from strategy through to implementation. We work with a wide range of clients, from shopping centres to manufacturing companies to schools to beauticians and everything in between, really. Well, as a marketing company, we've been really fortunate, and even though through the recession a lot of people have struggled, we've been very fortunate that we've actually remained quite buoyant and taking on board new clients, so we've been very lucky. But as a result of that, we've taken on more staff, and I don't mean my staff were a problem, because they're not, but we've got different personalities within the team, people have got different ways of working, and I wanted to really better understand how people's preferred working styles were, so that we could make sure we were working as effectively as we could as a team, really. And I also felt a little bit of an isolation, because whilst I've got a fantastic team around me, there are certain things you don't particularly want to talk about in the office, so I kind of lacked a little bit of somebody to sort of talk at a peer level with, and I was approached by Business Growth Calderdale to see whether I would be interested in doing a directors support network, which I did, and I found invaluable. I have to say I was quite apprehensive. I didn't know if it would be a bit like going to an AA meeting and having to stand up, and I was quite nervous about being really open and honest about finance and various things, but we really gelled, and it's been a really good source of support. And actually, beyond the support network finishing, because it ran for a period of months, we actually now also continue to meet, which has been really good. From there, somebody came in to see us and we discussed what I wanted to get from the Business Growth Calderdale programme. So as a team, we did some i3 personality profiling, which was done by a questionnaire on the computer. And then the lady who did the coaching and support with us came in, debriefed all the team, debriefed me in terms of the results of that. And it was really interesting to see as a team how we all fit together, where the strengths were, where there were areas where we could improve. And it's been really good, and as a result of that, we've managed to change some of our working practices. I'm quite a spontaneous person, so it's not a problem for me to go into an immediate brainstorm. But I kind of noticed on days when we did that, they weren't as successful as they could be. And once we'd got the personality profiling back, I realised that that's because some people were completely uncomfortable if they'd not had time to prepare. So it has affected how we operate as a team. And the third part of what we did was to look at our own brand. And I guess that may seem quite strange to some people, seeing as we actually work with other people on their brands. But it's always very easy to work on other people's, and it's harder to find the time to sort of work on your own business because you're busy working on everybody else's. So we worked with Debbie Palmer from the Business Growth Calderdale, who was absolutely fantastic and really helped us to unpick our own brand and helped us to define it, really, because as a team I realised once we'd gone through the exercises of looking at our values and what was important and how everybody felt that as a brand we ticked, we were very much all on the same hymn sheet, fortunately. But what it did was, I think it allowed us to articulate it in a way that we'd never done before. When Debbie came back to us with the results of it, I knew it was spot on, because my heart kept going, oh wow, that's so good, it's so right. And that in turn has affected how we market ourselves. The content of our website has changed. We're looking at creating some artwork around what our real core essence and of our brand is. So I think when people say, why are you different, we can now say this is why we're different, and we've got the evidence to understand and know why we are. We can back that up, so it's not just, oh, our values are, no, this is why and this is how we demonstrate it. So it's been a really useful exercise for us. As a company, we've really benefited from the support from Business Growth Calderdale, and that's had impacts in lots of different ways. So I talked earlier about in the team how we've improve some of our working practices, and as a result of that really have seen the team strengthen. I think really it's been good for me because I've had an additional peer group that I can go to with things I wouldn't want to talk about in the office. And interestingly, on occasions, I've actually handled things completely differently to how I would have done normally. So it's been really useful getting 5 or 6 different ways of looking at a challenge I might have been facing. And ultimately, on some occasions, I haven't done it how I would normally have done it because the advice that I was given was really good and it made me look at it in a different way. So I found that really useful. In terms of the brand, I think it speaks for itself because we sat down as a team in January and decided what we wanted to achieve over the year. And my staff, not me, I have to say, didn't enforce it on anybody, set targets of how many new clients we wanted to attract this year. And we're really just beyond target for where we should be. And when we've had a look at that, 11 of those have come through the work that we've done for Business Growth Calderdale. And we've still got a really good ongoing relationship with the lady who mentored us, who I mentioned earlier, Debbie Palmer. So that's been really positive. And as a result of all those new clients, we're just in the process of interviewing another apprentice, and they will be personality profiled because I wouldn't have anybody on the team anymore who hadn't, because I really want us to just continue to grow and be strong.